My name is Vicky Button. I am a psychic, medium, spiritual healer. I've channeled these messages for you. If you focus on the cards, there will be one particular card that you are drawn to, which will have a message for you. If you chose card 1, there is a message of something being out of control. There is a feeling of things being out of your control, and it seems to have a lesson attached to it as to how you are reacting. You may be noticing that in the past, something like this would have really upset or stressed you out, and you are now realizing that it doesn't bother you as much. Or you could still be worried that you can't fix things. Quite often, the universe will step in and dismantle something for you so you can learn to handle it in a different way. And this feels to be what is going on. It can be hard to trust when you can't see what is ahead, but you are being asked to trust in this matter because your guides can see ahead and they have worked out a way to protect you that you can't currently see. So even though it feels to be out of your control, it is in the control of your guides. If you chose card 2, there are two sides to every story. There feels to be a message for you this week to remember this. Of course, you are only ever going to have your own perception, and you won't know what someone else is thinking or going through. But you are just being reminded this week to stop for a moment and make the realization that you don't know what is going on with someone else. You can't surmise, and you are being asked to step into their shoes for a moment and just try and see things from the other side, rather than focusing on how this is affecting you. This will also apply if you hear a story about someone or something and you only hear one version. Take a step back and wait until you hear more of what is going on before jumping to any conclusions, because there is definitely going to be two sides to a story this week, and they are going to contradict one another and leave you wondering what is really going on. It's not a week to take sides. It's a week to be open-minded and listen to everything that is going on. Jumping the gun and thinking you have it all worked out will end up proving to be a bit embarrassing for you if you make an assumption and share this with others. If you chose card 3, there is energy around jobs and work options. If you have been out of work, there feels to be energy around you this week of landing on your feet again and finding work or returning to a job. If you have been made redundant, there is a feeling of another opportunity showing up for you where you won't have to panic about being out of work. If you have been working and haven't lost your job at all, there is still some energy happening around work where there will be in-house changes made, or a new way of doing things, or having to upgrade in some way. There doesn't feel to be a pay rise or anything spectacular like that. This is more about hours and the type of work involved and getting settled into a routine. For those of you who have been doing too many hours, it feels to be lessening for you, or a much more cruisy week, where work is more enjoyable than it may have been for the last few months. There certainly feels to be an energy around work situations for you this week if you chose card 3. If you chose card 4, some self-care is needed. This feels to be a week where you are going to get back into doing something which makes you feel good, going and getting a massage, a haircut, some beauty treatments, taking a day off and doing nothing. One of those weeks where you get the opportunity to spend a bit of time doing something that is just for you, and something where you can switch off for an hour or a few hours and feel as though you are giving yourself a treat. Along with this, it is also feels that you're going to be drawn to read something or follow up on something, to watch something on YouTube which is connected to your mental health, a program or video that catches your eye that talks about being more calm, relaxation techniques, spiritual growth, something which interests you and has you wanting to follow up on this. And this also will be self-care as you are looking after your mental health state as well as looking after your physical body. If you chose card 5, you are being asked to use your intuition more. You may have noticed that your intuition has really been on fire lately, and you think things and then they happen, or you think about someone and then you hear from them. It feels to be that you are supposed to take particular attention to your intuition this week, and when you get a thought, write it down and then follow through with it. You aren't being shown these things just to test you or to see if you are listening or not. There feels to be messages coming to you which are helping to prepare you. Guides are amazing at giving warnings, and it's really worth following through. You know when you walk out the door and get down the road and suddenly think, did I lock the door? When you get those sort of instincts this week, turn around and go back and check if the door is locked. Any little messages you get this week, take action on them because they are preparing you, and it's like a form of protection for you. If you get an instinct to buy something or withdraw some money or sell stocks, change companies or contact someone, whatever your intuition is telling you this week, act on it. If you chose card 6, you might be taking on something new. There feels to be some energy around you of wanting to start something new. This could be looking at a new sport or activity that has always interested you, or getting back into the gym and starting a new program. This could be learning something new online, as in learning to play an instrument, taking up art or photography, learning how to do something with technology, learning about marketing, a new study course. Whatever it is, it feels to be new to you. You haven't done this before, and it also feels to be something you are quite excited and passionate about. It doesn't feel like this is something you have to do, it feels to be more out of choice and pleasure and something you want to do. It feels like a little fire has been lit inside you with this, and once you get started, you will want to keep going with this. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my page.